we're gonna move on from it. Honestly, we played hard. We didn't really lack energy or anything like that. I know it's like a kind of a go-to as far as when a team is predicted to win by more and kind of doesn't really cover. But in the end, I think that they played really well. They're going to be a really good team. They're a very talented program, and I'm happy we got the win, and we just want to keep this thing going.
Yeah, I want to give ETSU a lot of credit. I think they did an amazing job, especially in the first half of fighting really hard. And I think it was kind of a wake-up call for us at halftime. And by the time it was mid-second half, we kind of get it going. But I think they were a really good team, and they're going to be really successful in the future.
Don't you think you can write some of that stuff off just because of all the circumstances that seem to create like a perfect storm? Namely, I'm thinking about coming out of exam week and the kind of janky practice schedule.
Yeah, we'd like to write it off, but honestly, Coach Mack talked to us about it a little bit yesterday. They played really, really well. They hit a lot of shots, especially in the first half, and I think Coach Mack even said in the press conference they played better than us that day. We just happened to work a little harder in the second half and be able to pull it out. But like I said, we want to give them as much credit as possible because they really did play a great game, and they're going to be a very good team going down the road.
On that note, how can you take that game and pay it forward to preparing for Marshall, a team that's got the number 10 offense in the country and will obviously give their best shot to you as well?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're a high-powered offense every game. Not to say that ETSU wasn't, but they played especially well against us. So we kind of got a little taste of what Marshall's going to bring the entire game. So we got to kind of gear ourselves up, especially on the defensive end, to be able to come out and perform at the level that we need to in order to win.
Is that life in the top 10, Sean, and a team that made an Elite Eight last year, it has a great program? Is that life that you get everybody's best shot every time they play you?
I think that's part of having a number next to your name, for sure. But, I think we're going to get everybody's best shot, especially when they're coming here. Cintas is a tough place to play. I think everybody's excited to play here, whether you're us or the opponent. So I think it's just, kind of the nature of the beast.
Kerem, every team goes through adversity, but do you feel like the last game, having two guys out that weren't playing, having injuries, having a huge deficit, was that this team's best case in overcoming adversity this season, would you say?
Yeah, I would say that, but I think it's time for us to move on after last game, knowing that we have a lot of experienced players and players that played situations like these for a long time. So, there are a lot to watch and learn from, but we just want to move on.
For the two of you guys, it looks like their bigs are a little bit on the undersized side. Do you like this matchup for yourselves?
Always. I think we always like our matchups going against bigs. We're competent players, especially on the offensive end. So I think it's going to be exciting because I know one of their bigs is a very good shot blocker. So it's kind of their defensive ability is going to kind of go against our offensive one. So it's going to be a little battle of wills. But ideally, we'd like to come out and really push the ball inside and kind of establish ourselves early.
Yeah, like Sean said, I'm always confident in myself and on our other bigs. We've been watching film, and we like to watch what they do. And I think we have a little advantage. We like to go inside as much as possible.